Hey YouTube, this is John.Evans97, and I've been doing a lot of nerf stuff for a while, but I haven't really been making videos because I haven't really had extra time away from when I'm doing this stuff to record it. But I just decided that I would like more input from others on what I can do or just different ideas. So starting off, I'm going to do this video mainly on this homemade project I've been working on, and I've only been doing it like yesterday and today, so just kind of threw it together and just as a proof of concept slightly to see how it works and all. So moving from the front to the back on materials, it's just half-inch CPVC coupler, and then I have about this much CPVC coming from the coupler in, and then this is a 1 1/4 inch bushing to half-inch PVC, and with half-inch PVC I sanded it out just a little bit so that CPVC slides right into it, and then I glued that together. So that creates a nice front seal going from 1/4 inch down to 1/2 inch very quickly, and I think very cleanly. And now this is just 1 1/4 inch PVC. And I didn't have another bushing on hand, so I had to use an adapter, which is this, which is 1 1/4 inch PVC down to 1/2 inch PVC. And then the 1 1/4 inch PVC coupler right here. And now 1/2 inch CPVC actually slides pretty well through the 1/2 inch PVC opening on this. So it actually works really well. And then I just have the 1/2 inch CPVC T, which is attached to the 1/2 inch CPVC rod, which I will show you in a minute. And then just a clothespin cut down and then zip tied to the 1 1/4 inch PVC coupler. And then a knife finder trigger hot glued on and zip tied. So just to show how it works, just pull back like that. And I'm going to probably get a snap tee and screw it in at the front to make more of a handle or grip, whatever you want to call it. And I will show you a test fire really quick. So you just load it like any other 1/2 inch CPVC, and then we'll just... So it actually works pretty well. I have 2 Ace 49 springs on it, and now we will get to the plunger off. So I have just pounded off the coupler, and that slides right on out. And looks like I need to clean out my plunger. Anyway, so the 1/2 inch CPVC just runs up to my homemade hot glue plunger head with an O-ring on it, which is, I believe, just a normal 1 1/4 inch O-ring. And so to get that off, just grab a screwdriver, and I only have 1 screw holding the T on. Pull the T off, and then that slides right on out. I don't know if you can see that, but the pin just sticks up through there. And then here's the plunger rod and plunger head with the 2 springs. And then here's just the plunger and plunger head. Now how I actually made this plunger head was because I've been wanting to find out a way to pretty much mold my own plunger head to the size pipe that I have. So what I've done is I cut a short piece of 1 1/4 inch PVC, and then I cut, I believe it is 4 1/4 inches strip of paper, and that lined this perfectly around, and then I filled it with hot glue so it made a thin disc, and then I pulled this mold up off and stuck a piece of 1 inch PVC on that, and then poured more hot glue in, so that kind of made the indent. And then I got this one again lined with paper, because if you don't line it with paper, it'll actually make the hot glue too wide and it won't slide through like at all. So you line it with paper to make it a little thinner. And then I poured another disc and stuck the other half on top of it, and it just created a nice even plunger head, and it was all centered, everything. So it actually worked out really well. And then just slide the O-ring on. And I actually put an extra smaller O-ring to kind of hold the bigger one in place. And so, yeah, then you just put the springs back on here. And then slide the plunger rod through. Oh yes, almost forgot. How I attached the plunger head to the 1/2 inch CPVC is I actually got 1/2 inch wood dowel rod, and that slides right on into the 1/2 inch CPVC with a bit of help. And then I drilled a hole through the plunger head and the wood, and I glued that all in together. So the plunger head is definitely not coming off anytime soon, because there's one solid piece of hot glue, and then which is screwed in with a screw about that long into the wood in the CPVC. So then once you have that all back together, then you just slide that right onto the plunger tube. Voila. So thanks for watching, and I hope I can get good feedback on these and see what you guys think about it. So thank